Hello guys, welcome back to Divine Veda YouTube channel. We are back again with yet another disease series to keep you updated on the ailments. I'm Dr. Vatsalya Khanikar and today I'll be speaking about the disease Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, also called as PCOS. Please watch all the series based on this disease so that you get all the knowledge and all the myths and facts about this disease and start healing yourself. So let's get started. So this series is going to be about what PCOS is, its causes, symptoms, Ayurvedic management, as well as some of the yoga practices which help in treating or healing PCOS. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a set of symptoms occurring in women due to elevated male hormone called as androgens. This is the most common hormonal disorder found in women between the age groups 18 to 44, which is also called as reproductive age group, which affects about 2 to 20% of women in this particular age group. The word syndrome is used to describe complex manifestations occurring in this disease, which involves many factors as well as many organs such as irregular menstrual cycle, obesity, insulin resistance, and lack of ovulation. Now that we have understood broadly what PCOS is, let's see what are the causes leading to this disease. The first cause explained is poor diet, then it is sedentary lifestyle, obesity, insulin resistance, hypothyroidism, anovulation, and genetic factors. Now let's understand each of these causes in detail. First is the intake of poor diet. It is rightly placed at the top of the list because poor diet is the most common and most neglected cause for PCOS. Fast food has become a trend these days and is the most consumed diet in the metropolitan cities, and in these cities are the cases of PCOS in the rise. Along with these fast foods, there is hike in the intake of excessive carbohydrates, sugars and aerated drinks, which leads to poor digestion and assimilation of the food and hence leading to obesity. So, having a healthy and balanced diet plays a key role in managing PCOS. To contribute more to the above theory of poor diet and obesity is the next cause in line, that is sedentary lifestyle. These three causes are linked to each other in a way that obesity is also increasing in young girls apart from the diet factor due to lack of physical activities or sedentary lifestyle. This kind of lifestyle may be due to long hours of sitting seen in students or working women who have 7 to 8 hours of continuous desk job. The other reason also could be lethargy or laziness or lack of interest for exercise, which again leads to obesity. This shows the importance of adding physical fitness in our daily regime to avoid not only PCOS but other conditions related to obesity and sedentary lifestyle. The next cause for PCOS is the insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that allows glucose to enter cells, which also reduces blood glucose. Insulin is released by the pancreas in response to carbohydrates consumed in the diet. Insulin resistance is when cells in your muscles, fat and liver don't respond well to insulin and cannot easily take up glucose from your blood. As a result, your pancreas make more insulin to help glucose enter your cells. Risk factors for insulin resistance include obesity, sedentary lifestyle, family history of diabetes, various health conditions, and even certain medications. The next cause is the genetic factors leading to PCOS. The genetic component appears to be inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion with high genetic penetrance but variable expressivity in females. This means that each child has a 50% chance of inheriting the predisposing genetic variant from a parent, and if a daughter receives the variant, the daughter will have the disease to some extent. The severity of PCOS symptoms appears to be largely determined by factors such as obesity. The next two causes are linked to each other. They are anovulation and hypothyroidism leading to PCOS. Studies have shown a relationship between thyroid functionality and PCOS as cystic changes are evident in the ovaries in hypothyroidism. This is explained by increase in thyrotropin releasing hormone, which further raises the hormones prolactin and thyroid stimulating hormone. Prolactin is the hormone responsible for polycystic changes in the ovaries, which inhibits ovulation by changing the ratio of luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Hence, ruling out hypothyroidism is an important tool for diagnosis of polycystic ovarian syndrome. So in the upcoming video, we'll be discussing about the symptoms of polycystic ovarian syndrome along with the treatment aspect explained in Ayurveda to treat PCOS. Not only that, we will also be discussing some of the yoga postures which will help in regularizing the menstrual cycle as well as losing weight. So stay tuned and do watch our other videos given in the description box. This is Dr. Vatsalya Ghanikar signing off. Thank you.